Did you realize that Tennessee has one of the nation's worst education systems? Our state was recently ranked at 43rd out of 50 states, and the Williamson County School District was ranked a miserable 473rd, not even close to the top 100. We can and must do better. We are literally robbing our children of their futures. As parents have risen up to stop the madness, Biden's FBI has labeled them domestic terrorists. President Reagan warned that freedom is fragile, always one generation away from extinction. More than anything, this year's election is about the future of our nation, a future that rests on the shoulders of our children. Over the last 2 decades, I've been an outspoken advocate for education reform. I've mobilized parents, not only in Tennessee, but in multiple counties around the U.S., to take control of their school boards and educational materials. In 2021, I was appointed as a commissioner on the Tennessee State Textbook and Instructional Materials Quality Commission. My experience speaks for itself. The hard left started this war on our children. Now it's time we finish it. Here's my plan. Children in public schools should have access to the same rigorous education provided by private and charter schools. We must have an educational system that teaches the time-honored values that have made America exceptional. This means a return to a classical approach to education that includes unbiased American history and civics in K through 12. The importance of learning civics is imperative. Legislation must be passed requiring that all K through 12 students take civics and pass a final test in their senior year to graduate. We must eliminate Common Core, CRT, and all manner of disinformation and socialist propaganda being force-fed to our children. To stop the specter of anti-Semitism, we must adopt age-appropriate Holocaust education in K through 12. Above all, we must secure parental rights and transparency in our educational system. This includes cutting federal and special interest funding with strings attached that seeks to influence the values of our children's education. All revenue streams must also be made public in a line item budget showing income and expenditures. Finally, all textbooks, curriculum, and library books must be reviewed and be accurate, unbiased, and reflect the values of Tennesseans. The Marxists and progressives have decided parents are their enemies. Parents want their kids to know the truth about God, America, freedom, and boys and girls. Marxists see that truth as a threat. As parents, we have the right to raise and educate our children the way we see fit. We must take back an education system that is endangering our children. I'm Laurie Cardoza Moore, and I thank you for your vote and for joining the fight for America's future.
Vote Laurie Cardoza Moore for the State House on August 4th.